changes that has been added to the instruction manual. So on the computer science and engineering trends, so as you can see, the average salary by discipline bachelor's degree in USA for the engineering, so there's a 69,000. That is on the 2019, not then 2018. But on the recent research, 69,188 US dollars. For the computer science, it's 67,539. So mostly, it's either you fall for this, for the engineering and comsci, okay? Kasi since computer engineering tayo. So if you're gonna compute, where's my calculator? I'll get my calculator. If you're gonna compute for the 69,188 times 50, ano ba ngayon? 7. So you have average of 3,943,000. I don't know if this is monthly or per year. Okay, so that's the trend. So at least you will have an overview on what would be your goals and what would be your expectations or plans in the future, no? Or in the coming years, okay? So for the average software engineer salary in 2019, so yan, 83,681 US dollars. So nakalagay dito, and then you have a bonus, you have a commission, and then you have the profit standard. So the average salary for a software engineer is 83,681. Wow. So for the computer science major, so ComSci, so that is engineering bachelor's, entry level in USA has 74,000. Pagka mid-career, 120. Ibig sabihin siguro ito ng mid-career is somewhat like nandun ka na sa middle level. Parang supervisory level na. Kasi yung entry level, let's say newly grad ka, so you got employed. For the ComSci, so you have 68,800. Talagang mataas ang engineering, So that's the idea. Then you have 113, then information and computer science, so 81.4, comms and information technology, 61. So you read this so that you have an idea. So ito yung bagong trends na that was added to the instructional manual so that kasi dun sa previews walang masyadong mga research graph or result. So this was added so that students may have an overview or idea on what would be. Kasi parang yung iba, wala silang idea kung ano ba sila after. So at least ito, nakikita natin, meron tayong basis, kung anong mangyayari. Computer science skills help job seekers stay ahead of the competition. Okay? So salary outlook in the Philippines. So in 2017, salary report, hindi ko makita. So where is the 2017 low legal services, 27 actuarial science. Okay. Science. Then you have the healthcare, the training, journalist, banking, financial. Ito, dito tayo sa IT. So you have 21,000 public. So I think dito tayo sa IT. So parang 21,708. So and then salary report. So employee, ito fresh graduates. Ito naman employee with 1 to less than 5 years experience. So pag IT related, so you have 37,034. Okay? So at least ito sa Philippines ito. So parang kung titingnan mo, masyadong malaki ng study sa Philippines compared to abroad. That's why a lot of our professionals, IT professionals, are working abroad because the money got doubled, no? So if you're earning here 21 as an entry level, so there is a very big difference, no? So yon. So, and then computer engineer salaries in the Philippines, yan, for a month, you have 22,665. Actually, for a beginner, this is not bad, no? Basta ang importante, when you work, no, after you graduate as an IT or computer engineer, is you find a job, a decent job, and then as long as the salary is okay, there's the benefit, and then the environment, the working environment is very conducive, and then you will check whether you will grow in the company or what. So it's for you to assess and to see. So pagka ganon, so tanggapin ninyo, and then wag muna agad mag-expect ng super high salary kasi dadating naman kayo sa part na yan. So what matters is maano ninyo, ma-enhance yung inyong skills, and then mag-grow pa kayo. Okay? So that is why ay pinapakita natin sa inyo. So computer engineering and computer scientist. So ano daw ba ang pagkakaiba ng computer engineer versus computer scientist? Okay? So for the computer engineer, so and then computer scientist, so develop to operate computer systems. Focus on link between hardware and software. So that's the role of the computer engineer. While scientist, wait nga, ako ay may pasok ng pasok eh. Enable ko na nga lang yan. Okay. Okay, so for the computer scientist, anong ginagawa? Develop programs and computer focused on data and algorithms. So, alam naman natin na kapag ka-computer engineer, we focus on the hardware. May hardware part tayo and software. While mostly pag scientists, they're mostly focused on the algorithm. Kumbaga yung mga formula on how to lessen, on how to decrease, no? The time constraint in performing such job. So yun ang sinosolve nila. Okay? So for the education, computer engineering, computer science, so pag scientist, so mostly that is computer science. So education, bachelor's degree, and then doctoral or professional degree. So usually the salary, computer engineer 102, 450, and then 113. So you just have to see the difference, no? So pagka sa computer engineering, mostly tayo, nakita nyo dito sa left side, there's the programming circuit analysis because we focus mainly on the may hardware side. Kasi we know how to drive certain device, on how to interface the system para mag-work.
Wait, yeah. Is that your tip, Matthew? Ipin mo ba yun? Ipin mo? I think I covered them. And then the year with it. It's
Hello?
under the
Hello? Sino yon? Who's that? Kanino yon? Are you attending other classes? Okay. So, as you can see on the computer scientist, nakikita ninyo mostly analysis. Yun nga, like what you said, algorithms. You're designing something that device or something like mga different matrices on how are you going to decrease the, let's say, the working hours, something like that, okay? So what does computer engineer do? So computer engineer has two major specialty. So computer software engineer or either computer hardware. So pagka computer engineer and software engineer ka, you develop, design, and test software to construct and maintain computer networks. Program for companies. So ito yung mga ginagawa ninyong system kung paano mapapadali. Mga hospitals, okay? Mga bangko, mga other establishments. So lahat ngayon ng nakikita ninyo na kung bakit puro lang biometrics, puro let's say face recognition, and then you just enter codes, bakit pinapadali yung mga processes? So iyan ay may role ang computer software engineer. Okay? So napakalaki ng part ninyo dyan. So for the computer hardware naman, kung computer hardware kayo, so you develop that and test hardware or computer equipment including chipset, main board, etc. So ensure that their hardware work properly with the latest software technology. So pagka computer hardware ang focus mo naman, mostly sa networks ka, okay? Kung ikaw nag-a-analyze kung paano ma-maintain o ma-retain ang strength ng bandwidth, okay? Na hindi babagal ang network, no matter ilan ang madagdag dyan na computer, ganyan. Anong effectivity in terms of wirings, yung mga losses, kung bakit humihina ang halimbawa, naka-network 100 computers and then paano mo ma-maintain yung bilis na kahit sa dulo, sa dulo, let's say yung pang 100 computers, ganun pa rin kabilis, no? So, kayo ang bahala doon, okay? And then, in terms of network connectivity, how to transfer data, yung communication ng computer to the server, kayo rin ang bahalang mag-design. Anong platform ang gagamitin? Let's say if related sa network, what's best, no? Network platform so that maa-attain nyo yung speed na kailangan, okay? Para ang data pag ibinato sa main server and then will be distributed to the switches, to the network, ay mabilis pa rin. So that's the role of computer hardware engineers, okay? So, it depends upon sa inyo kung saan kayo. Kung gusto ninyong medyo parang lalaki ang trabaho, you go for the hardware. But if you will go for something like wala kayong ginawa kundi nakaupo and then mag-isip ng mga algorithms and everything, you go for the software engineers. Kasi pag software engineers, wala kayong ginawa dyan kundi mag-code. Mag-code ng mag-code and mag-code. Okay? So, where do computer engineers work and in what roles, okay? So, computer engineering degree holders often land position in enterprises as software engineers or programmers, software developers, project managers, and also their benefit for a wide range of industries employing their services, including manufacturers, financial services, defense contractors, consulting, manufacturing, consumer. Lahat ng yan kailangan ng computer engineers. Okay? So, mamimili talaga kayo kung saan kayo. After you graduated, so there's a very big demand when it comes to IT professionals because nowadays, most companies are really looking for experts on how they're going to lessen their manpower and that people will no longer use the manual process rather than make it automated. Okay? So computer engineers are also sometimes referred to as IT engineers, system engineers, computer hardware engineers, or computer software engineers, depending on their industry and area of specialization. So kapag ka naging head ka, let's say ikaw ay head ng IT, o kaya ikaw ay isang system engineer, so ibig sabihin, you've gone far na when it comes to knowledge, no, on how you do your job and in your area, chosen area of specialization. Okay? So yan yung mga idea na dapat nag-i-instill sa mind ninyo so that you have something to look forward. Okay? So while you're still studying, so alam mo yung path mo kung saan ka, kung ano yung gusto mong mangyari after, okay? O ano yung dinidream mo, o ano yung inaay mo, okay? So, typical job duties and responsibilities. It requires individuals to function effectively within a team and for some projects with minimal supervision, okay? So, yan usually ang ginagawa. Kaya, kung bakit ang hinahanap ngayon ng mga company o ng mga bosses is something like tech-savvy individuals, or what you call have a very wide background in IT. Or let's say, sabihin na natin may IT background. Kasi pag in-interview ka ngayon, at least basic requirement mo is you know how to operate MS Windows, okay? Because why? MS Windows, so that's the Word, my Word, MS Word, my Excel, whatsoever. Because that's the basic that an entry-level employee must know, okay? Kasi kung hindi ka marunong sa computer, anong gagawin mo? Wala na namang company ngayon ang may typewriter, right? Mostly computer. So if you don't know how to operate Word or Excel, so you can no longer deliver your output, okay? So hindi ka magiging productive. Kaya that's the entry. That's a very basic, no? So but when you are IT professional, so kung ako yung boss then ipapa-interview sa akin, i-member sa team ko, so mas gusto ko yung may IT background talaga, okay? Na maganda. It's because hindi na ako ganun mag-train, okay? Kaya sinabing minimal supervision, pag binigay ko yung trabaho, alam niya na i-execute, okay? Kaya that is why kahit nandito pa lang kayo sa school, ay you have given projects na to do, you have given certain assignments, you have given something like to present. It's because we are developing and we are testing your capability on how are you going to solve problems, okay? Ibig sabihin ng solve problems, let's say binigyan ko, oh yan, kailangan yan, i-divide yan sa per group, no? And then you report, you check, you research for this, and then present the output. It's because it's a way of testing on how are you going to decide, okay? How are you going to plan? And then how are you going to deliver the output? And to solve problems kung ano ang meron, okay? Halimbawa, ay paano natin to ganyan, wala tayong maano. So, being resourceful and being creative, so you will be able to present your project, something like that, okay? So for the job opportunities, so develop computer algorithms and advanced systems, design and develop scripts, maintain monitoring, create and maintain runbook, technical and operational documents, research, apply machine learning, conceive proof of concept prototypes, analyze and improve efficiency, scalability and stability of various deployed systems, automation, design and develop scripts and tools, work closely with development team in supporting infrastructure requests. So these are some of the job opportunities and positions you might be able to accept or to do or to handle, okay? Pagka nagtatrabaho na kayo. So yan yung mga pwede ninyong maging trabaho. Kaya mag-aral kayong mabuti. And then, during your free time, so this new instructional manual is really much better than the previous one. It's because, okay rin naman yun dati, kaya lang yun mostly is parang more on theories talaga. But this one, this is the real one. Kasi, just to give you a short background, yung una kasi, that was developed talaga very, very rushed. So talaga hindi nabigyan ng pagkakataon ang mga faculty to really, really research, no? Before they construct the instructional manual. It's because during that time, that pandemic, nabigla tayong nag-switch to online classes. So, wala tayong magawa kundi i-rush lahat ng mga bagay-bagay para dumiretso at madiretso kasi hindi naman pwedeng 2 years na pandemic, 2 years na makakat ang klase, hindi naman pwede. So this time, if you have free time pa, kapag wala kayong ginagawa, ninyo, basahin ninyo, and then from time to time, kung let's say asynchronous ang klase, so you read, and then this is a very nice and updated instructional manual, okay? So job opportunities for graduates in BS Computer Engineering. So ito ang mga pwede ninyong pagpilian, okay? Saan kayo dyan? Software engineer or developer, system, network, embedded, web developer, database administrator, cybersecurity, cloud solutions, data scientist, analyst, okay? IT consultant, quality assurance, hardware engineer, technical, project, mobile app developer, machine learning, game developer, DevOps engineer, and system analyst. Okay. So if you can see this, some of the opportunities ng graduates ko kayo. So yung lahat ng yan, pwedeng-pwede nyo yan na ma-acquire o pwede-pwede ninyong maging trabaho. Kaya during your stay, so kahit kayo ay first year lang or second year, so mag-member na kayo sa maraming mga free site, no? Na pwede kayong maging mga junior cyber security. So pwede kayong mag-attend ng mga ganyan. Mag-member kayo ng mga clubs ng Google, maraming mga private na pwede kayong maging part. So that pagdating ng time, kayo ay fully equipped, when it comes to this. Okay? So ito, software engineer. So design and develop and maintain software applications. Okay? So yan ang ginagawa nila. So yung lahat ng mga na-acquire natin o na-experience natin kahit saan tayo magpunta, na nagiging automate ang mga bagay-bagay. So yan yung mga software, ang role, yan ang mga software engineers. So sila talaga yung nagki-create palagi. O kung bakit ang mga phones ay from time to time, every time na maglalabas is may bagong feature. So sila yon, okay? So bakit yung yung iPhone na kung dati is ngayon mayroon na ring face recognition, right? So yan ang mga ginagawa nila, yung mga applications, okay? Kakibat noon yung mga kakibat noon yung mga actually yung software engineer almost magkakasanga rin yan diyan. Kaya lang yan talaga yung specialization nila, okay? Systems engineer, oversee and manage the installation, configuration, and maintenance of hardware and software systems. Okay? So pagka systems engineer ka, sa isang kumpanya, ay, nandiyan na yung system engineer namin, sungit-sungit, PUP graduate daw yon, okay? It's because ikaw yung boss, okay? So whatever system in the company na ginagamit, so ikaw lang yung nag-check. Oh, wala bang problema? Okay. If you will see or visit Texas Instruments. So ano ba yung Texas Instruments? That's one of the famous semicon company, okay? Which is being based in Clark and Baguio. So ano ang mga ginagawa nila? Mga semicon yung mga ginagamit sa mga lahat ng manufacturing natin ng mga gadgets, mga motherboards, PC and everything. Sa kanila kung makikita ninyo, lahat ng operations, kahit strategically located o kung saan-saan site, meron silang parang isang IT room na may mga code ng ilaw, okay? Na ibig sabihin, for every light na meron, if it's yellow, green, and red, so may indication yon na ibig sabihin. So the IT or the systems engineer only focus on that. So alam niya kung okay ang operation. Alam niya kung may problem sa operation. Because on the blink of a light, kung anong color na nakalagay doon sa screen, so yun ang ibig sabihin nangyayari. Okay? So yan ang role ng mga systems engineer. Oversee and manage. Configure and maintain the hardware and software system. Di ba? Ang ganda ng role mo. Kung darating ka lang, naka-Land Cruiser, bababa ka, naka-jacket ka, IT, and then you'll go to the office and then you check the sites and everything because lahat ikaw ang tatanungin kapag it's a very big responsibility, but then since kung ikaw naman ay talagang expert and you have undergo series of certifications, talagang wide yung experience mo, so wala kang dapat ikatakot no matter how big the responsibility is. So you manage a lot of people and you give orders and the people take your command on how to do their job well. Okay? So yan ang mga roles. So maganda yan, malaki ang sweldo niyan. Network engineer, design, implement, and manage computer network. So yan naman yung role niya. Diyan sila expert. So kung buong kumpanya, there are 40 floors. So mga servers, So, paano nila i-connect yung mga PC na yan? Tapos, let's say, hindi lang dito sa Manila, meron din yung naka-base sa Davao, sa Cebu, kung saan-saan, then nakaano sa Singapore, then paano mo yan pag-uusap-usapin, okay? Paano yung dissemination and communication sa mga servers, transfer ng mga data na parang real-time lahat, na parang nandun ka lang din sa Cebu, o parang nasa Singapore ka lang, something like that, okay? Ano ang mga backbone na gagamitin? Okay? What are the that's what you call when it comes to network, that's what you call the OSI 7 layers. The OSI 7 layers, that's the basic, no? Paano ang pag-analyze ng problem? Kapag engineer ka, and especially if you're on the network as network engineer, dapat pag nag-analyze ka, you seek for the bottom. Kaya sinabing OSI 7 layers. You start at the bottom, the platform, okay? Don't skip kasi ang nangyayari, if there's 7 layers and then you go for the 4th layer, na solusyonan mo yung 4th layer, pero yung the first layer is pangit pa rin ang labas niyan. You can never attain the perfect one. Para yan ganito, kung yung bahay mo is, sabihin na natin, inanay yung isang poste, okay? So, ang ginawa mo, nung inanay yung isang poste ng bahay mo, what you do is, nilagyan mo ng sulignum whatsoever, and then, ang ginawa mo, yung poste na yon ay, tawag dyan, nilagyan ng sulignum. So, ngayon, syempre, nung inanay, naapektuhan yung floor. So, ang ginawa mo sa floor, nilagyan mo din ng sulignum. So, since yung poste naman ay nasa ilalim, you just focus on the floor, right? So, ang ginawa mo sa floor, nung nalagyan mo na ng sulignum ang poste sa ilalim at yung floor, pinalitan mo ang flooring, right? Inayos mo, pininturahan, nilagyan ng another na kahoy, whatsoever. Then, after some time, nasira siya ulit, okay? So, bakit siya nasira? It's because yung pinaka-foundation doon sa ilalim, which is inanay na, hindi ka doon nag-focus. Kasi ang nakita mo lang, you skip that. You go to the next level. So sa network, dapat kung may problema, huwag kayong magmadali. I mean, huwag kayong mag-skip, no? Ibig kong sabihin, kung ang problema ay nasa bottom, yung bottom kasi, because that's the foundation di ba? Di ba sa atin, kapag gumagawa ng bahay, o any build, hindi na lang bahay, when you create buildings, ano bang una niyong nakikita? Naghuhukay, right? And then naghuhukay, and then nag-i-install ng mga poste, okay? Then, grabe yung bakal, grabe yung simento. It's because that's the foundation. Parang kung sa bahay natin, yun yung biga. Di ba yung biga, yun yung pinakamatigas na poste na parang solid na concrete. Because that's the one who will support. Okay? Whatever you build, whatever you add. So yun kasi yung matibay na mag-hold. Ngayon, pag sa network, dapat yung foundation sa ilalim, when you say foundation sa ilalim, that is the hardware. Okay? So, dapat maayos. Okay? So, if you're a network engineer, yun ang tatandaan. You have to implement the best foundation at the bottom. Okay? So that whatever happen, kapag okay ang foundation mo, then kahit mag-proceed ka sa second, sa third, sa fourth layer, hindi ka magkakaproblema because maganda yung foundation. Ibig sabihin, okay. Para kung magkaroon ng problema, at least, mag-repair ka man sa, kung may 7 layer yan, mag-repair ka man sa 4th, 5th, ganyan. So, you will be, wala kang kaba. It's because, okay lang, kasi okay yung foundation So, dito ka lang magre-repair sa mga previous layers. Okay? So, ganon. So that's the role of network engineer. A very important role in an organization. It's a very effective network engineer. Kasi pag hindi effective ang network engineer, the operation will be affected. Sa isang kumpanya, sa isang operation, pag nag-down ang system ng 10 minutes, ang laki ng epekto nun sa operation, sa kita ng isang kumpanya. Okay? Halimbawa, sa bangko, nag-down, okay? Ng 10 minutes. So, walang network. They cannot access and everything. Alam niyo naman ang operations ng bank. It is connected to so many, okay? Organizations. So, pag down, siyempre, walang papasok. Hindi makakapag-transact. So, nagkakaroon ng losses ang company. Okay? So, yun yung dapat nyong tatandaan. Okay? For the embedded net systems engineer, so develop software for embedded system used in devices like cars, appliances, and medical equipment. Magandang trabaho rin yan, okay? Because para kang scientist yan eh. Because you think a lot. Ngayon, ang mga appliances, bukod sa dati na manual, ngayon, mga ano na siya, inverter, okay? Tapos minsan voice recognition na rin with the power of Siri, whatever. Even the TVs, right? O medical equipment. Imagine, kapag may mga bara-bara tayo sa ugat, sa puso, o yung sa mga bato, may mga kidney stone. So ano lang ang gagawin? May ipapasok sa iyo sa main vein mo o dito, let's say sa ipapasok na very elastic something. Then pagdating dun sa dulo, is pag pinindot mo, may magpa-pump lang, yung dulo nung pumasok is very elastic, and then pagdating doon, ikukuman mo lang sa computer, and then may pipindutin ka, and then bobombahin yung veins, and then matatanggal yung bara, o let's say, yung bato, something like that, ipupush, okay? So that's the power on, yan yung mga ginagawa ng mga embedded system engineer. Okay? Sila yung mga nagdi-design yan, ng mga sa mga ginagamit na yan. Paano gagana, paano kukonect sa computer. Siguro naman, nakakita na kayo, mag-check kayo minsan sa YouTube paano nag-undergo ng bypass using, kasi dati yung bypass operation, pag may ano ka sa puso, di ba? Binibiak dito, kahaba-haba, parang parang naghahati ng chicken, okay? Tapos bubukahin ganyan. Pero ngayon, since advanced na yung technology, as long as kayang mangyari at may mga ilang veins lang naman, so through computers na ang ginangyayari. Okay? So database administrator does manage and maintain databases, ensuring data security, integrity, and availability. So ito naman yung mga databases, which is nakaangkla din dito almost lahat ng yan, okay? Because if you're database administrator, you focus mainly on the database itself, but still you have the knowledge of being a computer engineering. Okay? So katulad nung sa mga example, yung SIS, so that is mostly databases. Okay? So halimbawa, yan sa mga reservations, sa mga airline reservations, sa mga bangko, sa mga sa mga groceries, okay? So that is mostly databases of goods, sa mga pharmaceuticals, sa mga tindahan, sa mga like Mercury. So mostly databases 'yon. So paano napapabilis when when you go to Mercury, you type certain generic name of a medicine, they type it, and then later you know already. Kapag sabihin, yun kung ano lang, yung hindi masyadong mahal, ano ho ba ang ano dyan for cetirizine, ganyan. So, sasabihan ka ng maraming term ng cetirizine. Saan doon? Ito ho, 70 ho, ito ho, ganyan. Ay, doon lang ako sa 15 pesos, something like that. It's because their database is so effective that in just a click of a button, they can search already. Okay? So, yan ang role ng database administrator. Actually, that's my job before, okay? When I graduated as computer engineering, so when I worked with HP Philippines, so I ended up there. So, syempre, I started like ordinary staff. Of course, I have my superior and everything, but I ended as database administrator before I quit my job. I mean, before I resigned, to have my full-time teaching in PUP. That was 1997 up to 2004. Okay. So my role is to really manage all the databases locally and globally. So kasi HP Philippines is meron kasi yung regional office in Singapore, okay? So lahat ng database, so dumadaan sa akin. So I manage that. Ako yung nag-order kung okay. So nakikita ko kung may discrepancy. Kasi pag may discrepancy, affected ang total sales, right? Kasi alam niyo naman, pag AC Philippines, that's the manufacturer ng lahat ng different inks, toners, printers, PCs, servers, etc. Okay? So I can see all the databases, all the codes, kasi may mga codes lahat yun eh. So yan yung tinatrabaho ng database administrator. Lahat ng databases. Okay? So yan yung pwede ninyong maging job. Okay? So although mahirap, pero bago nyo naman yan marating kung kayo ay talagang masipag mag-aral, so walang imposible lahat. But then, lahat ng yan ay merong foundation. And what's the foundation? So the learnings that you've got during your computer engineering days. Okay? And of course, syempre, through research then, kasi you can never learn everything naman during your 4-year stay, right? That is just completing your curriculum and earning basic knowledge. I could say that what you're experiencing during your 4-year stay in PUP, in your chosen courses, that is all basic knowledge, okay? Especially in mathematics and then whatever programming language you're into. So those are all the basic, no? So hindi iyan ang total nyong tool na gagamitin pag nagtrabaho kayo, but a basic, no? But when you do or perform your job, a part of it, maybe 10 to 20%, will be applied into your chosen job. Okay? Halimbawa, if you become software engineers, so you develop systems, right? And in developing systems, you do the coding. When you do the coding, you think of something. You think of ano ang magandang, you think of something like strategy on how are you going to do the code, ano? So, ano ngayon ang i-apply doon? So, yung knowledge na napag-aralan mo when you were in college, of course, you have the basic like using the while, the for loop, the else statements, ganyan. And isa sa papakinabangan ninyo is your mathematics subjects, algebra. Okay? So yan yung mga gagamitin ninyo. Pero hindi lahat. Okay? So let's say, kung ano yung napag-aralan mo sa algebra, sa trigonometry, yung solving mga equations, so yan, may i-apply nyo yan. Pagiging software engineers. Even systems, network engineer, yes, because on the network engineer, pag-aaralan nyo dyan ang basic sa network, di ba? Meron kayong data communications, meron kayong networks na subject. So, doon pinapakita ang mga basic, paano ang, let's say, paano nagkaroon ng communications, bakit merong input, may output, and then you have certain like modem inside the medium, kasi hindi pwedeng mabuo ang communication ng just input and output. So, okay, meron kang input, meron kang output, may nagko-communicate sa bawat dulo. Paano mapaparating ang mensahe mo kung wala kang medium, something like that, okay? So, yun ang mga sa inyo, itinuturo during your stay dito sa schools, okay? Kaya importante na anuhan ninyo. Kaya pag-aralang mabuti or intindihin yung mabuti because yung, kumbaga, yung katas nun, the basic, yun yung kasi yung maia-apply ninyo, okay? And also, we also encourage you to read, no? Read a lot, okay? Because through reading, as professors, we cannot give you 100% all the knowledge that you need, okay? Because kami, syempre, nakaano rin kami, nagre-research din kami. Hindi naman kami robot, hindi rin naman kami Diyos na lahat alam namin. So, what we're doing our best, we're trying our best to deliver what we can deliver, no? To help you achieve yung inyong goal and your courses na matapos whatsoever as part of the curriculum being set. So, dun din kami nagbabase. But not 100% we can give you everything. Okay? But we are doing our best. Okay? So, number 7 is cybersecurity analyst. So, pwede kayo maging analyst, cybersecurity. So, this is very, very in demand nowadays. You protect an organization's computer systems and network from cyber threats. Diba? Sobra ang cyber threats natin ngayon. Laganap na laganap. So, and that's why a lot of individuals or graduates are being able to nagkakaroon sila ng interest talaga na maging cybersecurity experts, okay? And sasabihin ko sa inyo, since very in demand to, so napakalaki ng sweldo niyan, okay? Pag kayo naging cybersecurity engineers. Kasi wala pang masyadong tayong eksperto regarding to cybersecurity. Maybe we have, but nasa abroad, okay? But in the Philippines, only few pa lang ang mga experts talaga. Tapos umaalis pa. Kasi nga, umaalis, it's because they're given offer. Minsan, times 5 ng sweldo nila dito sa Pilipinas. So, saan ka? Paano ka mag-stay sa Philippines, right? So, yan. Okay? Pero sana kayo, pag nagtrabaho kayo, even if you are working dito sa abroad o sa, let's say, sa Philippines, sana bigyan nyo muna, mag-serve muna kayo sa country natin. Okay? So that, hindi, kasi kaya laging nangyayari, natatalo tayo ng ibang bansa and everything, but most of the engineers na nagwo-work doon kung bakit sila best is because coming from the Philippines. Kasi nga umaalis tayo eh. Okay? Pero tayo, maraming magagaling talaga na engineers na graduate sa Pilipinas. Okay? Kaya nga lang, hindi nabibigyan ng tamang compensation. That's why umaalis sila. Okay. 8 is the Cloud Solutions Architect. Okay? So for the Cloud Solutions Architect, so it design and manage cloud computing strategies and infrastructure. Okay? Yan, usong-uso rin yan, cloud solutions. Okay? Kasi most of our databases are not being stored physically, but those are all being installed where? In the cloud. Okay? So that wherever you are, you can access your data. So, kung mag-collapse man ang server, may magpasabog man, masunog, whatsoever, pumunta ako kung saan, as long as I have the account and password, I can access my files. Okay? I will able to access my files. Okay? Something ganon. Data scientists and analysts analyze and interpret complex data to help organizations make informed decisions. Okay? So, yun ang ginagawa naman ng data scientist. Okay? Yung lahat ng work na ito, kung mapapansin nyo, plays a major role in an organization. Okay? Very powerful. Lahat ng job na yan. Okay? So, parang ikaw, parang major role ka. Kasi, pag sinabing data scientist, lahat ng complex data, laging kasama yan sa sa management, decision ng management. So dapat merong data scientist or data analyst kasi bago nila i-disseminate pababa, okay, from the top level pababa. So dapat merong part sa management, sa top level management na taong assigned for the data analyst where they are being consulted na ganito paano ba natin to yan, okay ba to, magiging ba yung organizations natin para in terms of the decisions that we're going to implement, ganyan, mga when it comes to policies, okay, so lahat yon merong somewhat like a person in charge for that data analyst. Okay. So then you have the IT consultant. So advise organizations on how to use technology to meet their business objective. So pag IT consultant ka, even if you're no longer connected to a company, okay, sabihin natin palang connected ako sa company, but then I can still have my consultancy to some other companies. So kung ako dito nag-work, so pwede pa rin ako mag-work sa iba as IT consultant. So malaki ang kita mo, okay? So, kung ang kotse mo is Vios lang, so pwede ka nang bumili ng, anong gusto niyong bilhin? Kung Vios, then marami ka ng IT consultancy. So, pwede mong bumili ng Land Cruiser, right? O, let's say, Lexus, ganyan, Mercedes, ganon. Okay? Because you can afford na to buy because marami ka ng consultancy. And pag ikaw ay magaling na IT consultant, ay kakalat yan. Siyempre, ang mga client mo, malalaking company, sabihin, ay magaling itong si si Margaret, magaling itong si Baltasar, yan ang kuhain mo, something like that. Okay? Then you have the quality assurance engineer ensure that software and systems are reliable, functional, and meet standards through testing. Okay? So ang system kasi, kapag nag-design ng isang system, bago yan ipalaganap o i-disseminate, dapat merong parang may controller, parang mga damit, di ba? Minsan bibili kayo ng damit, ano, hindi pantay nakasukbit dito whatsoever kasi hindi yun dumaan sa controller o kaya kaya may damit tayo ng mga overruns. So yung overruns, hindi yun pumasa sa controller. Kaya minsan mapapansin niyo pag sinuot, minsan may konting kumpit dito, hindi pantay yung yung pag pinalansya mo, hindi pag hinigit mo dito, hindi pantay. It's because hindi yun nakapasa sa mic. So sa software ganun din, may quality assurance bago i-disseminate, bago magkaroon ng pilot run, ibig sabihin ng pilot run, the very first time na i-run yung system, so dapat dadaan ng quality assurance engineer. Para kung let's say nagpagawa si ganito, halimbawa, ang company mo is software developer, tapos marami kayong kliyente abroad, so may system na pinagawa. So bago mo i-deliver sa kanila, bago mo ipagamit, you make sure na reliable, fully functional yung system mo, and then with good standards. Okay? And then ang gumagawa nun is the quality assurance engineer. Okay? Then you have the hardware engineer. It designs and tests complete hardware components such as circuit boards and processors. So yan naman ang role nila, hardware. Okay? So kung ikaw ay nasa manufacturing ng mga motherboards, ano-ano ba yung mga motherboards na sikat ngayon? You have MSI, you have Intel. So yung mga yan, ang wala yung ginawa kundi mag-design ng mga motherboard, let's say ng mga desktop, ng mga PC, ng mga gadgets, ng mga cellphones, whatsoever. So the hardware engineer is the one who design and test components. Kung pasok ba yan? Kung pag sinaksak ba yan overnight, hindi ba sasabog? Okay? Something like that. So yung mga gaano ang itatagal ng battery niyan. Halimbawa, kaya di ba nakikita niyo sa mga ginagawang battery, may 20,000 mAh, may 10,000. So ibig sabihin, kung 20,000 mAh, ano siya, ilang oras, ilang araw, ilang gadgets ang kayang masupply, something ganon. Okay, so that's the hardware engineer. You have the technical support engineers, okay? So it provides assistance and support to customers and organizations regarding technology and software issues, okay? And then, technical support. So provide assistance and support to customers regarding technology and software issues. So pag sinabing tech support, so any problems na coming from the customers, so kayo ang sasagot, okay? Kapag ang problema is ganito, so let's say may problema ho kami, hindi ho, bakit ho, naisaksak na ho, ayaw pa rin, mga something like that. Paanong nangyayari? At saka, bakit na-plug ko na naman ng maayos, nalagay ko na yung modem, yung switches, everything, pero hindi pa rin ako makakonect sa network, anong nangyayari? So usually, there's the technical support engineer. Usually sa mga company, di ba, may IT department. So mostly, maraming tech support engineer doon. Kasi minsan ang mga tao sa kumpanya, especially if isang buong building yan, let's say 30 floors, so tatawag lahat ang mga yan kasi hindi naman lahat ng nagtatrabaho ay tech savvy. So lahat hindi nila minsan malaman kung anong gagawin. So that's the tech support who will help and handle. Project manager oversee technology project, coordinating teams and resources to meet deadlines and goals. So yun naman ang role ng project manager. Okay? Siya yung mo-monitor ng lahat ng project. Okay? Nagko-coordinate para ma-meet whatever goals and deadlines they have to implement. Okay? Mobile app developer. Yan, gustong-gusto to ng anak ko, mobile app. So create applications for mobile devices focusing on functionality and user experience. Okay? Kasi 'di ba most of the app ngayon kailangan pag hindi ka na a-access sa phone, parang ang pangit nung app, okay? Kaya 'di ba mostly kasi ngayon lahat na ng tao mamamatay pag walang cellphone, 'di ba? Di baling walang baon basta may cellphone. Di baling konti lang, di baling hindi naka-launch basta may load ang cellphone whatsoever. Pagdating, hawak ang cellphone, pagtulog, hawak ang cellphone. Minsan nakalimutan ng magdasal kasi hawak pa rin ng cellphone. Pagising sa umaga, hindi pa nagdarasal na nagpasalamat na nabuhay siya, hawak ulit ang cellphone, okay? Something like that. So you really love cellphones, right? Totoo yan. Itagasa ba to kung nagkakamali ako? Because nowadays, pag walang cellphone, hindi kompleto yung buhay, right? Mawala ng internet connection, mag-brown out, naku, hindi magkaintindihan whatsoever. Okay? Because cellphone is life, okay? So, but this mobile app developer, sila yung mga in charge sa applications para malagay sa devices. If you will notice, there's what you call the ChatGPT 4.0. Have you ever experienced that? That it was already on the phone, right? Kung dati is nasa mga desktop lang. So ngayon, hindi, na-access mo rin naman sa cellphone dati, pero pupunta ka talaga doon sa browser. Pero ngayon, kasama na siya sa application, sa App Store that you can download and then you have that app already that can be accessed talaga mabilis, right? So, yan yung mga role nila, okay? Then you have the research and development engineer. So, work on new technologies and innovations in computing and engineering. So, these are the scientists, kumbaga. Yung mga RDE, kaya sinabing RDE, so Research and Development Engineer. So ito ang mga continuously nagsi-search, continuously nagdi-develop, nag-i-innovate kung ano pa talaga ang dapat gawin ng technology, ano pa dapat ang dapat na magawa. Okay? Yon. And then you have the machine learning engineer, design and implement machine learning models and algorithms. Okay? So, pag sinabing machine learning, talagang, kasi if you will see, you have the machine learning language, right? So, anong ginagawa natin dito? Different models and algorithms. Pinag-aaralan natin ano ang effective na algorithm na gamitin, right? So, yon. Then you have the DevOps engineer, so work on software development and IT operations, focusing on automation and improving deployment efficiency. So DevOps, so this is mostly yung mga robotics, automation, yan, mechatronics. So on how are we going to really improve, no? Anong pwedeng magawa na with the application of those? At paano ma-automate ang mga bagay-bagay, okay? That sometimes people are afraid of na darating daw yung time na papalitan na ng mga machines yung mga tao. Actually, not 100%, but malilesen talaga. That there will come a time that the machines mostly na ang magtatrabaho, but still, there's somebody to monitor. Kaya nga lang, mawawala yung mga tao na masyado. Then you have the systems analyst, analyze and improve IT systems, providing solutions to business problems. So pag sinabing systems analyst ka, big atin. Kasi ibig sabihin, pagka ipinasa sa iyo ang isang system study, so ikaw yung mag-i-improve nun. Kasi maaring, parang pangit ito. So you have to propose something that will, for the betterment of that proposal or study for providing solutions to any business organizations. Okay? So lahat ng ito, like what we've said, this is ideas, no? for all of you to explore, okay? Because there's a lot more. Maaring marami pa tayo hindi na-tackle dito, but these are some of the majors opportunities for graduates of computer engineering. Okay? So I think it's already 2:34. So I want you to explore and read the rest so that next meeting we will continue our discussion. So yung assignment ko sa inyo, i-upload ninyo doon. And then I want you to read you answer the activity for this chapter and then you do the module 2, okay? Would that be okay? Madam, what lessons po we should focus on for DepTals? Ipopost ko dito yung yung sa GC yung assignment, yung ninyo, i-study nyo. I have given 20 questions as part of the DepTals, so I'll post it. So ang ibibigay ko na sa inyo directly is the questions and the with answers, okay? So pag-aralan nyo na lang yon, okay? Agree? Sumagot nga kayo. Wala ba kayong mic?
Yes po. Agree po.
Okay. Hindi ko alam kasi kung may kausap ako eh. Ang sama kaya ng pakiramdam nun. Okay, open the cameras and let's have the photos. Okay, who will take the photos? Meron ba? Okay, take the photo. Meron ba kayong naintindihan? Meron ba kayong natutunan? Sagot?
Meron po.
Okay,
Meron
take the
po.
photos. Sinong kukuha? Meron na? Hello? Ako na nga. Okay, ready? Next. Okay. Okay, so thank you for attending. We'll post the details for your review. Okay, thanks.
Thank you po, ma'am. Bye po.
Thank
Thank you
you.
po,
ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you
Ingat
po,
po.
ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you.